Once upon a time, in a town called Kwaru, there named a good and kind-hearted king called Jamal, whose reign brought prosperity and happiness to his subjects and villagers at large. His subjects respected him under his kingdom. The people were happy with his reign, but unknown to him, his younger brother Ibra was envious and jealous of his kingship. In fact, he wanted to take over the seat of his elder brother, King Jamal. Driven by jealousy, Ibra plotted to take over the throne from his brother, unknowing to him. One fateful day, at midnight, while all were asleep, he planned and killed his brother without mercy. In fact, he betrayed his brother by also taking his brother's wife. One may think that Ibra would stop at it, but his wickedness didn't end there. In fact, Ibra had to cast a spell on the queen, which made her to stay pregnant for 3 years. Before King Jamal's death, his beautiful wife Teni was pregnant, and Ibra, knowing fully well that if Teni gives birth, her son will become the heir apparent to the throne. After Ibra cast a spell on Teni to be pregnant for 3 years, he also accused her and labeled her a queen of witchcraft for killing her husband. He then immediately banished Teni to the dangerous forest, where she would wander away and be eaten by wild animals. But fate, like they said, had another plans for her. When she was walking along the evil forest, lost and alone, she started walking and then stumbled into a group of people who were kind to her. In fact, those group of people have been living in that forest since ages. They helped her and took care of her until she bore a child, a very handsome boy, which lit up a beacon of hope in the kingdom. Immediately she gave birth to her son. She named him Jamal Jr. from her late husband's name. Something spectacular happened in the palace when she gave birth to her son. The village that was cloudy became bright all of a sudden. It looks as if the sun started shining, and the villagers felt a twinkling of hope inside of them. They were kind of happy that these strange things happening to them, not knowing that a new heir has been born. After some few years, she sought to return to the palace with her only son, Jamal Jr., so that he would take over his rightful throne. Little did she know that the dangers which awaited her and her son was still there lurking. King Ibra, who took over the kingship from his late kind brother Jamal, was quite different from his brother. He was wicked, treacherous, cruel, and even mad because of the numerous evil he had committed in the village. At night, he usually had nightmares of cries of children, and he sees his brother, who he murdered in cold blood, which resulted to his dementia. But that did not stop him from ruling. Haunted by sins, he became worse. Gradually, rumors began to spread among the villagers when they found out that the queen already had a son, igniting the hope in the heart of the oppressed and the sad villagers. When the queen finally came with her son, the kingdom erupted in celebration, in joy. "Oh, hail our Savior," they chanted, "the one that will lead us to victory, the chosen one that will bring harmony to the kingdom." But the celebration was short-lived, as the wicked ruler did everything in his will to keep the power and throne, even if it means hurting innocent people in the process. But as the queen sought for her son's place, the wicked king Ibra tightened his hardship on the village in order to maintain power. In fact, he unleashed a wave of terror and affliction on the kingdom. Hardship spread throughout the kingdom. He spared no one in the process. But amidst it all, the queen's son, Jamal Jr., grew up and became a strong man. He sought support from royal allies and rallied the people to his cause, igniting a revolution which shook the kingdom. King Ibra had sought so many times and so many ways to kill Jamal Jr., but all to no avail because he was smarter, watchful, and also alert at any kind of danger looping in. In fact, there was an incident in which King Ibra had to send for Jamal Jr. for peace talk. Knowing fully well that his uncle was very wicked, he averted the talk and decided not to come because his uncle had already planned that the day that he will answer his call, that day will be the end of Jamal Jr. Then the two faced off against the wicked ruler, each determined to emerge the winner. As the fight occurred between Jamal Jr., his allies versus his uncle and his soldiers. Despite the fact that wicked ruler King Ibra sought the help of a sorcerer, he got defeated and his mind was consumed by madness. He uttered his finesse as he confessed before drawing his last breath. In fact, he didn't want to be captured and become a prisoner. But before he used his sword to kill himself, he made a public confession on how he was jealous of his only brother and wanted to take over the position and decided to kill him at night, and that he was the one that made Queen Teni to be pregnant for more than 3 years, knowing fully well that he would brand her a witch and drive her into the evil forest. He didn't know that he was going to survive, or rather she was going to survive the evil forest. He was shocked when he found out that she not only survived but also bore a son who grew up to be a skilled warrior and also a skilled fighter. And immediately he plunged the sword to his heart and breathed his last breath. There was an echo and shout of victory as villagers jumped and rejoiced, for justice has been served. The new king, Jamal Jr., ascended to his rightful place, ushering in a new era of peace and prosperity in the kingdom. Just like his father, King Jamal Jr. ruled the kingdom with kindness. The once depressed kingdom bubbled with happiness. The reign brought prosperity to the kingdom and also happiness. The king, after some few years, later got married and was happy. In fact, he was blessed with twins by his beautiful wife. One day, as his beautiful wife and kids were with him, his mother came to meet him and told him that, "Son, I have seen the way you rule this community, and I have seen that you are ruling it like your father, with kindness, and this has brought prosperity to the kingdom. I want you to understand something and pay attention to what I have to tell you. Remember the people in the evil forest, that small family which we stayed with for some years before coming back here. I want you to help them form an ally between the two communities, between the two clans. They are lacking some amenities. It will be better for some of the village skilled workers to go over there and help them." And King Jamal Jr. nodded his head and promised to do exactly so, because he sees the other family as his own family also. This beautiful story proves that even in darkness, love and kindness will always prevail, even courage. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please kindly give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and also turn on your post notification so that whenever I upload any new video, you'll be among the first to watch it. Thank you very much for watching and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.